Our star today is super inspiring. She's walked into the studio with a lot of dope energy. Farah Khaleck Chaudhry is in studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Thank you so much for having me today.
Anytime. I feel like I've only seen you mostly on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because you're quite active on Twitter, yeah?
I talk a lot on Twitter.
I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've spotted her a couple of times on Twitter. But it's great to have you, and it's great to meet you.
Thank
and
you.
I've been looking forward to having you because I feel like your story is super inspiring.
Thank
there's
you.
no better way to start off a morning than hearing inspiration, right?
Thank you.
So for Team Adele and Team Shafi who don't know you, I hate putting labels, but what would you introduce yourself as to them?
Okay, my name is Farah Khaleck.
Yeah.
And I am a super strong woman.
Yes, you are.
I am very positive. And I inspire life.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's through a condition that you got from when you were about 17.
Yes.
Okay.
I was diagnosed with Scleroderma. And when I was 17. So I've had it for about 13 years now.
Okay.
Yes.
And what that is, like I was trying to pronounce it the entire time. Let me just come clean with everybody. Scleroderma. Have I said it right?
You know, it also took my mom about I think 10 years, and now she can say it without even asking me.
Yeah. So I've been practicing so that like when you come, I have the right pronunciation.
I know.
I can spell it, as in I can't, as in like, forget about pronouncing it.
Yeah, so it is a condition that does what exactly?
It's an autoimmune disease. It's a very rare autoimmune disease.
Yeah.
So it attacks your immune system.
Yeah.
And with Scleroderma, it attacks the skin a lot.
Okay.
So it stiffens up the skin.
Okay.
It tightens it up.
Yeah.
And in the long run, it starts affecting your lungs, your digestive system, your inside organs. So it gets fatal.
Okay. So let's talk about when you're 17. How did it first start manifesting? Because that's like a really young age.
I know.
And also in terms of insecurities, when you're a teenager, there's so many already.
Yeah, you're a teenager at that time, high on life. You know, beginning to try to blossom up into this amazing new person now, and you have so many dreams and aspirations at that time. You don't know what you want to do, but you want to do so much. So it was a bit hard. It started off with my hands.
Okay.
My hands used to swell up in the morning.
Okay.
And as the day would progress, they would become normal. And then next day again. So around my knuckles, they had turned dark, really dark. My skin is brown. My knuckles would be black.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, something is wrong. Something is not right,
Yeah.
And that's how we like started now to go to doctors and get tests, and the process began.
How long did you find out exactly
After
what
2
you're suffering
years
from?
is when I got the correct diagnosis.
Yeah, so when you're 17, for 2 years, what were the other doctors saying?
I was basically, locally I was diagnosed with lupus.
Okay.
Yeah, that's also like an arthritis disease.
Yes.
It's all in the family. Yeah. And that was the first thing. And I was just prescribed steroids for that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and then,
It wasn't working.
Yeah, it wasn't working.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then we decided to go to India for further
Tests.
tests.
And this is when you were...
That's when you were told.
You were
that
19.
Yes, I was about 18, 19 there, So that's when I was told that it's Scleroderma and it's for life, and there's no cure for it, and here are your steroids, and go back home.
Okay, hold up. So these doctors, like in India, they found out what it was. It's like something they knew about.
Yeah.
So, like, how many people have this particular condition?
It is quite...
it's rare.
Yeah, it's a rare autoimmune disease. But yes, even in Kenya, quite a few people do have it.
Yes.
And, the funny thing about this is that it's not caught early. Because only after when your skin hardens completely is when the doctors can say, yes, this is Scleroderma.
So there's years of misdiagnosis and not knowing.
Yeah, and there has been no cure. Scientifically, there is no cure for it.
what I want to know is, when you're 18, 19, you're in India and they tell you this, what's going through your mind at that moment?
At that moment, basically, I'm shutting down at that moment, you know.
Yeah.
And I am slitting, literally, like going deep down, like what is happening, you know.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, there's no cure. What do you need? You know,
what next? What do you mean there's no cure?
How can you tell me that?
Yeah. What is going to happen now?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and we didn't expect it to change me so much. Like, okay, there's no cure. Maybe I'll just remain like this. But then the steroids were not even managing it, you know. Like, they were supposed to contain it, but they were not.
Yeah.
And it continued to progress. And I'm a new person now.
Yeah. So you're with mom that time?
Yes, I was with mom. And we didn't look at each other like, we couldn't look at each other. We were both hiding, you know, like trying to put a straight face, you know.
You're trying to be strong for each other.
Yeah, like.
Yes.
But inside
you're like,
wow,
exploding.
You're asking yourself so many questions.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay, so when we come back, we catch up with Farah's journey after that, and how far she's come, and what amazing, powerful things that she is doing with this new purpose of hers. And if you have any questions for her, you can chime in at whatever point on Twitter at Kiss. Farah would definitely be one woman that I'd put in this video for sure, just because you've got so much power and your story is amazing. If you're just joining us at 8:28 on Kiss FM, joining us this morning is Farah Khaleck, and of course she's with me, Adelo Nyango and Shafi Weru, and she was diagnosed with Scleroderma. I should get a cookie. She get a cookie every time I say it right. When she was 17, well, the diagnosis came when you were 18, but you had it from when you were 17.
Yes.
And it is really a condition that attacks your immune system, right?
Yes.
And some of how it manifests for you, it started with your hand swelling.
Yes.
Every morning you didn't know what was happening. A few wrong diagnoses here and there until, you went to India and you got the right diagnosis. And now you knew this is what you were battling with.
Yeah.
And no cure, you're just given steroids and told, go and manage the conditions.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
What happens when you get back to Kenya?
When I got back to Kenya, I had to quit my job. And, I did quit before going because I was like, I don't know what's happening. So might as well just, finish that chapter and let's see now what's happening, you know, and focus on that. So when we got back, I continued with the medicines, I think for about 8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 months. And I was feeling really bad like at that time because I was eating too much. I was literally getting very hungry at times and, eating a lot. And now I cannot digest that. So it's giving me so much trouble. I would go for consultation, for like so many days. And then sometimes it's diarrhea or days on end, so it's just so confusing.
Yeah.
Up and down, up and down, up and down. And those medicines, like, they literally slowed me down. I don't know. And then somewhere down the line, this pigmentation started on my skin.
Yeah.
So I started getting this white marks. So I'm like, no, wait a minute. Something is wrong here.
Yeah.
These medicines are not right.
Yeah.
And I just told my mom, no, I'm not taking them anymore. Just stop. Yeah. So, I stopped taking the medicines and I was like, you know what? It's with me, right?
Yes.
There's no cure. So, and it's clearly not managing them.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, just stop.
Yeah.
I don't know, from my heart only, I was just like, I will not take the medicines. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you stopped back then, never gone back?
No.
Wow.
I didn't take any medicines. I don't like medicines. I hate medicines.
Yeah.
I hate
By the time you're taking meds, they're making you bloated.
Yeah.
You turn into a Ferrari.
Yeah.
It can't.
Some of them, they want to play around in your throat and make you puke all the time. I'm like,
I can't take it.
So what next after that now?
So after that,
So we're not taking medicine?
No, we're not taking medicine.
Yeah, forget about the downs.
We're just there. Sasa now experiment started.
Yeah.
Hey. You know us Kenyans.
Herbal things.
Google.
Tell me there was herbal stuff
There
also.
was a lot of everything. There was a lot of everything. Oh my God. For 8 years now, we did everything up and down, under the sky, under the Kenyan sky, everything. You name it.
What's the most ridiculous thing you tried?
Oh my God! Don't make me say. I was so serious about it.
Yeah.
But you know what? And unreal. So you know what? I'm going to tell you today.
Yeah. Okay.
So you guys remember that Tanzanian Babu?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where everybody was going to see with choppers and everything.
Yeah, he cured AIDS, you know.
Yes, the guy in Arusha.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I went for that as well.
And then?
And then what? I'm right here. And then what?
Hey, because I know for a fact, like the list of patients who are going to see was so long.
Yeah.
So getting an appointment was crazy.
There was a crazy line.
Yeah. So you lined up.
Yo, hey, that was
so what
crazy.
did that man tell you?
We didn't even get to see that man.
Phew.
After lining up.
Yeah, no one gets to see him. No, they're just given some water.
That was a con.
Some water in a glass, and you just drink that, and you're told, okay, you're supposed to leave now. Leave.
You did not see the guy.
No, we didn't see him.
How much did that cost you?
Hey.
Because it costs money, right?
Yeah, it costs us about 20K. Yeah,
can you imagine if 20K from each of the people?
No, now 20K is like transport from here
to
him, there and back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold up.
And there, I don't know. You don't pay anything there. I think that 20K costs
facilitation. No, it was a marketing thing. They were all in it, all of them. The guys were taking you there, you know.
Yeah, I know.
But the thing is this: so you get there and then you're given water. I don't love that it's not even distilled water.
I know. I drank. God.
Which is like it's so sad because it's like taking advantage of people who are desperate for cures for different things. Yeah.
When you are desperate, you will do anything.
Yeah.
You will do anything.
I never thought I'd sit with someone who will tell me how they went to Loliondo. It's called Loliondo.
Yes.
But even people put him in lyrics. Kinagabu.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh God! And that guy was famous though.
It was famous for calling people.
Yeah. And we saw all people from all walks of life.
I know everybody. Guys were coming from all over.
Yeah,
so listen. So you went to Loliondo, then came back. You only drank. You're given a shot.
Yeah, a shot.
Shot.
Yeah, a herbal shot.
A herbal shot.
Yeah.
Didn't help because it's also psychological.
It didn't help.
It's psychological. At least that day, did you feel better about yourself?
No, it didn't help. But I think what
if I'm about to go down that route, that water better do something for a second.
I know.
I feel like what's good is like there should be a call to action to regulate those things because when you have different conditions.
Last time the guy was arrested or he died or something.
But there's so many.
But
like even
after too long, we had taken advantage of so many people.
Yeah. Too long.
But I think what also is good news is that earlier this year.
Yes. So after 13 years, now after 8 years, is when we're like, okay, enough.
Yeah.
We're done. This is it.
Yeah.
Enough. And after accepting my reality and alhamdulillah, just accepting who I am and his decision for me.
Yeah.
I started living, for myself.
Yeah.
Literally in the sense. And that's when earlier this year I found out about stem cell treatment.
Yeah.
And I came across it, I researched about it, and apparently it's a new treatment, and they're still researching for it. And they found that it has good results for people with autoimmune disorders.
Yeah.
And especially for scleroderma, the symptoms have improved. So I was like hell-bent. I was like, no, I am going for this.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just like, I felt like it's a sign, like God is like, okay, finally, this is for you.
Yeah.
And after a very long, 3-month-long fundraising campaign, I managed to reach Governor Joho through Nadia and Jamila, and alhamdulillah, he he's like my angel, you know, like he literally sponsored the whole thing, and wow. So yeah, in June I went for my treatment, and I'm back now. Alhamdulillah. I went to Ahmedabad in India.
Oh, yeah. Let's say India. Let's say India. Ahmedabad sounds like where superheroes come from.
Well, you came back as a superhero because you're feeling so much better.
Big shout out to the Sultan, man, for coming through.
Yeah. So I came back. I went for 2 months. And it was like a three-part treatment.
Yeah.
So it was done after every 2 weeks.
Okay.
So alhamdulillah, you won't believe it. Like literally after the first session, I woke up and I'm like, I am hungry.
Wow.
Yeah. I want to eat, you know. And alhamdulillah, it's been positive from that side.
Oh, that is so brilliant.
From Loliondo too. What's the place called again?
Ahmedabad.
I'm so bad.
I'm so bad.
That one. India.
Guys, we're going to get to your questions.
Ahmedabad.
You learned Kini Kidogo.
Adele is married to an Indian. Did I just say that?
I can't. I know Mumbai. Awful story, and I love how genuine you are about it. And also, like, you can just tell how strong you are. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Like, the way you're talking, it's just so powerful. For you, it feels like you're just doing something regular. But for us, I'm just like, wow, what a powerful young woman. And obviously, people are sending in a lot of love from Rongai, Akina Rispa. Crispin Lukidi is saying, I mean, he's just checked in. He's like, I'm late, but I feel like I came just on time.
Awesome.
to hear your story. And you're all about unleashing your real.
Yes.
Did you ever feel a bit scared of opening up and talking about your story publicly?
Initially, when I initially joined social media, I was very conscious, you know, like I wouldn't post pictures of myself. So Twitter was a safe bet. For me, you know. And I never really enjoyed Instagram a lot because I'll be like, what will I post? You know, like really, because I think the pressure is.
Filters,
I've used a lot. Trust me, I am grateful for filters. Yes. But you know, the pressure is still there. You know, like whoa,
to look perfect.
I know. And what is perfect?
There's this idea of what perfection is, and it's almost like never attainable.
No one is perfect. Trust me, and. It took me quite a while, and initially when I literally got my first interview with Najna Ismail, that's when and the support and the love that I got back. That is when I was like, "Whoa, Farah, you know, you're doing something here. You know, if I am encouraging people, if I am inspiring people, then why not go right on ahead? You know, like." I have accepted myself as I am, so why not show myself out? You know, and that's what I'm doing right now. Like I am literally just being as real as Farah.
And so you have a campaign that was not really a campaign; it's like an ethos and a way of life, right?
Yes.
Saying which is dubbed "Unleash Your Real."
Yes.
So your call to action to Team Adele and Team Shafi is what exactly?
I want you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel first of all, because we've got some really dope content coming up. We've got Inspire Mondays, we've got panel discussions, and then I want you to follow me on all my social medias and just share your stories with me, and you know, show me how real you are. Just unleash your real. Let's be real together, and let's encourage everyone on social media to be real. Okay, don't I'm not saying don't use filters or don't use your makeup and you can't scare us all. But just be real, genuine, and let's show that side of us, you know, let's show that beauty of us.
I like that because there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure for young people. There's a lot. Not even young people. I feel like there's just pressure all around. You know what I mean? And so in closing, what would you tell that young person who wants to unleash their real, but they're feeling like there's so many naysayers around us? Because that's true. There are people who are going to try and, you know, challenge your real.
Always, they are the trolls, you know, they're always ready with their fingers, you know.
So what advice would you leave them with in handling that?
I would just say, be yourself. Be you. Once you accept yourself just the way you are, and, you know, tell yourself that I love you, you know, look in the mirror and just say, I love you. And trust me, no one can bring you down. Because you know that in your heart, you know that in yourself.
You believe that.
And you believe that, exactly. No one can bring you down. Trust me. No one.
I like that. It reminds me of once being told that the same way, like when you're in love with somebody and you shower them with all of these sweet words and, you call them sweetheart. And I was told, why don't you do that with yourself?
Like, exactly. Yeah.
You're also harsh on yourself. Why not treat yourself as you love as though you love yourself, because you do.
You should love yourself first. Always. It's supposed to be about you first.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that, trust me, no one is going to do that for you. So it's up to you.
I love that. And so your YouTube is?
Farah Khaleck.
And Facebook, Twitter?
All Farah Khaleck.
Okay, that's made it so much easier for...
find me there.
Yeah. So head on down and on our Twitter, in case you're struggling to spell Farah's name. We've put up a link to her YouTube channel. We've also tagged her Twitter as well, so you can check that out. And in time, we're going to post up the photos and we'll tag her on Insta so you can find her Insta as well. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us today.
And
I have to say a shout out on air to Mom, who isn't in front of the mic but is here. And it's just powerful and amazing.
Yeah.
Your strength doesn't go unnoticed.
Yes, true. And shout out to Nenesi Nisali and his team. They're really helping me get out there. Yeah, so shout out to my awesome super team.
Yeah, and shout out to you, of course.
Shout out to
and shout out to Shafi.